Thank you for joining me on the channel today. My name is Trent. This is Highway Spec, where we spec out some of the latest and greatest vehicles. And I do this in my spare time anyway, so I'm bringing you along for the journey. So let's check out a vehicle that I'm actually interested in because my wife has one of these vehicles. It's about 3 years old now, but I want to check out the brand new 2023 Honda Pilot. All right, so let's pull up the 2023 Pilot here. Now, there are a lot of options. The prices have gone up quite a bit since I last looked at this. Like I said, about 3 years ago, they have basically gotten rid of the base trims, added more content to each of these trims, introduced the Trail Sport version, which gives you a little bit more of an off-road feel.
We're going off-road.
And then they just keep going up from there. They give you a much updated infotainment system, which is very nice to have because it always kind of was lacking in those things. So right now, my wife's vehicle is a touring model. And one thing that is absent from it that we really wanted was ventilated seats. And also the heated steering wheel. Now, I did add the heated steering wheel to it later, but you can't really add the ventilated seats. The difference why we didn't go with the Elite model is this was offered in an 8-passenger configuration, and the Elite was only offered in a 7-passenger configuration. So, the Elite now, though, does offer an 8-passenger configuration. The center seat is removable, so no longer do they offer 7 or 8 in the Elite. It is just, or the Touring rather, it is just how it comes is 8. You can remove that center seat if you want it. That is not the case with all the trim levels, but that leads me to pick the Elite model.
The Elite of the Elite.
It gives us all the options. You've already got this panoramic moonroof, better sound system, heads-up display is added, the digital instrument cluster, heated and ventilated seats, second row heated seats. So it does start at $52,030, which is a fair amount more than what we paid for our touring model. So let's go ahead and build it out. Now this vehicle is pretty much the same in terms of powertrain, 285 horsepower, but which is not awful, it's adequate. That's the only way to really describe it. But it does now come with a 10-speed transmission instead of the old 6 or 9, depending on which trim you got. And here we go in selecting the color. Now this Sonic Gray Pearl, which I've seen on Civics before, they recently introduced it for the Pilot, the current body style Pilot, or the old 2022, I should say. And I really like it. I thought it was surprisingly good. I liked it on the Civic, but on this vehicle, I think it looks really good. Classic silver. I do like the blue. White is definitely the most popular color that you can get on these. The red does look pretty decent, and black as well, but I think Sonic Gray Pearl is the way I would spec it personally. The only downside, it does only come with a black perforated leather interior, which is not my first choice because it obviously attracts more heat, and it does show somewhere the way other seats might not show wear. So if you go with the white, you do now have options for a brown leather and a gray leather. Now this replaces the tan, which honestly I didn't really like the look of. I haven't seen this brown leather. I'm intrigued. We're gonna look at it real quick here. All right, so unfortunately the configurator is not showing any interior options. I wanted to see the brown interior because personally I really do like it in general. So this is what I pulled up for a 2023 Honda Odyssey. So similar vehicle, and if that is the interior, I will actually go with the white exterior just so I can get that brown interior. Call me crazy, whatever, I like it. So that brings us to our options here, the accessories. There are no packages, being that it's the Elite model. So I personally would definitely add crossbars, very helpful. The door edge film, which is kind of nice to help prevent door dings. The door handle film for sure. And then some of these other things I would add later. Then let's go to the interior options. And frankly, I don't really see a need for any of those. The back area is small enough. The cargo net isn't really helpful. And then we have one option for an engine block heater. So that's it. So there we go. That is not a very in-depth build because it is the Elite model. It has all the options already. So what else do you really need to add? So we are going with the platinum white pearl with the brown perforated leather. Starting price at $52,030, but with a couple of options. Total MSRP as built is $54,085. Does come with 2 years of maintenance, but that is going to be a vehicle you are going to see all over the roads here very shortly. You've probably seen one or two maybe by this point in time when the video airs, but they are definitely hitting dealers at this point in time. What do you think of the build? What would you change? What do you think of the new Honda Pilot? Make sure to drop a comment below. And if you made it this far in the video, first of all, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that. But if I do ask that you like the video, consider subscribing, clicking the bell notifications, all the things the YouTube algorithm loves, so that they push the video out to more people so that I can make more videos for people like you. Thank you again for joining me. I will catch you on the next one.